Did you know there are simple things that most people over 70 can no longer do? But if you still can, it might mean something incredible about your future. It might mean you are not just aging well, you're on the rare path to living past 100. I'm not talking about complicated medical tests or expensive health checkups. I'm talking about everyday movements. Things you probably do without even thinking, like standing up from a chair without help, or carrying your grocery bags easily. But here's the shocking part. Studies around the world are proving that seniors who can still perform certain small actions that seem almost too simple, are the ones most likely to live longer, healthier, and more independent lives. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of these rare signs. If you're between 65 and 80 and still able to do these things, it means your body is stronger, younger, and healthier than most people your age. It means your heart, muscles, balance, and brain are working together beautifully. But if you notice that some of these things have become difficult, don't worry. I'll also show you exactly what you can do to improve, because it's never too late to make small changes that lead to a longer life. Let me tell you about Harold, 78. He thought he was doing fine, until one day he tried standing up from his chair without using his hands, and couldn't. It was a wake-up call. Harold decided to make small changes, little exercises, daily habits, and within months, he wasn't just standing up easily, he was moving better, sleeping better, and feeling younger than he had in years. That's why this video matters, because the way your body moves today tells a powerful story about how long and how well you might live tomorrow. Stay with me, because these 5 signs might surprise you. And the last one? It's something almost every senior takes for granted, until it's gone. The very first sign that you might live a long, healthy life is something so simple, most people don't even think about it. It's your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do this easily, without pushing off with your arms, without leaning heavily forward, and without struggling, you're already ahead of most people your age. That's because this small action says a lot about your strength, balance, and overall health. Let me tell you about Richard, 75. For years, Richard got up from his recliner like everyone else, hands on the armrests, leaning forward, pushing himself up. He didn't even notice it until one day at his doctor's office, they asked him to stand up from a chair without using his hands. And he couldn't. That moment told his doctor something very important. It wasn't just about getting up from a chair. It was about the strength in Richard's legs, his core muscles, and even his balance. You see, as we get older, we naturally lose muscle, especially if we don't work to maintain it. And that muscle loss doesn't just affect appearance, it affects your independence. People who can't stand up without help are more likely to struggle with stairs, to fall, and even to lose the ability to live alone over time. But here's the good news. Strength can be rebuilt, even after 70. Simple exercises like seated leg lifts, bodyweight squats, using a chair for balance, or standing up and sitting down repeatedly without using your hands can work wonders. In fact, Richard started doing these small movements every day at home. And within a few months, he could stand up easily, without using his hands, and with new confidence he hadn't felt in years. Try this test yourself right now. Sit in a sturdy chair, cross your arms over your chest, and try standing up slowly, using only your legs. Was it easy? Or did you struggle more than you expected? Because if standing up feels hard, what comes next might surprise you even more. The second sign that you might be on the rare path to reaching 100 is your ability to walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath. Walking speed isn't just about fitness, it's actually one of the strongest predictors of longevity. In fact, doctors often say that your walking speed is your health speed. Because the faster and easier you can walk, the stronger your heart, lungs, and muscles probably are. Let me tell you about William, 74. William always thought he was in good shape. After all, he walked around his neighborhood every day. But slowly, he noticed something odd. He was walking slower. He had to stop more often to catch his breath. And stairs? They felt steeper than ever before. At first, William thought it was just normal aging. But when he went for a checkup, His doctor told him that his slower walking speed was actually an early sign that his cardiovascular health was declining. That moment changed everything for him. Walking speed reflects many parts of your health at once. It shows how well your heart pumps blood, how strong your lungs are, how much endurance your muscles have, and even how balanced your body is. If you can still walk quickly, like you're in a hurry or catching an elevator, without feeling exhausted, that's an amazing sign your body is still working beautifully. But what if walking has gotten harder? The solution is simple: walk more, but walk with purpose. Start with short walks at a faster pace, even if it's just for 30 seconds at a time. Focus on posture, head up, shoulders back, arms swinging naturally. And little by little, build up your stamina. William started doing exactly that. He added just a few extra fast-paced minutes to his daily walks. And after a few weeks, he noticed he could move more easily and even take stairs without stopping. If you're still here with me, I can tell you're serious about your health. Leave the number 2 in the comments so I know you're still watching, and if this video is helping you, feel free to subscribe. There's so much more I want to share with you. Because next, we're going to test something even more challenging: your balance. The third sign that you're aging better than most is your ability to balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. It sounds easy, and maybe it used to be, but as we age, this simple movement becomes much harder. And it says a lot about how well your body is holding up. Good balance means your muscles, joints, nervous system, and inner ear are still working together smoothly. It also means you're less likely to fall, and falling, as you know, is one of the biggest risks for seniors. Let me tell you about Frank, 76. Frank had always been active. He mowed his own lawn, washed his car, walked every day. But one morning while putting on his pants, he nearly fell over. He couldn't balance on one foot long enough to slip his leg through. He laughed it off until it happened again and again. Eventually, he stopped dressing standing up. Then he stopped walking alone. Then came the fall that fractured his hip. Frank later said, "I didn't realize how bad my balance had gotten until it was too late." Most people don't. Balance doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly, slowly, and most seniors don't notice until they stumble or worse, fall. But if you can still stand on one foot for 10 seconds, even with a little wobble, that's a powerful sign your body still has good reflexes, coordination, and lower body strength. Try it right now. Stand next to a counter or a wall for safety. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. Set a timer. Can you hold that position for 10 seconds? If yes, you're in great shape. If not, that's okay. Balance can be trained. Start by practicing every day for just a few seconds. Hold onto a chair, then slowly reduce your support. Do it with both feet, and over time, you'll feel steadier and more confident. Because when balance goes, so does independence. And as important as balance is, there's another skill even fewer people over 70 still have. It's one that takes strength, flexibility, and coordination all at once. The fourth sign that you might be one of those rare people destined to live past 100 is your ability to get down to the floor and then stand back up without needing help. It might sound simple, but for most people over 70, this movement becomes incredibly difficult. Why? Because it tests everything at once: strength, balance, flexibility, coordination, and perhaps most important of all, confidence. Let me tell you about Linda, 79. Linda was playing with her great-granddaughter on the living room floor. They laughed, stacked toy blocks, and enjoyed every second. But when it was time to get up, Linda froze. She looked around. No sturdy table nearby, no chair, no help. It took her nearly 2 minutes to stand, using her hands, knees, and a lot of effort. That's when she realized something had changed. You see, losing the ability to get down and stand up safely doesn't just make playing on the floor harder, it makes recovering from a fall much scarier. What happens if you fall at home and no one is around? The strength and ability to get back up could literally save your life. If you can still get down to the floor and stand back up without pulling on furniture or needing another person, that's incredible. It means your body still has a rare combination of mobility, balance, and muscle strength. But if you struggle, here's the good news. It's never too late to improve. Start small. Practice lowering yourself to one knee while holding onto a chair for support. Then slowly work toward kneeling fully. Over time, practice standing from a low position using only your legs and core strength. Even just a little practice every day can restore confidence and ability. Linda started doing just that. Within weeks, she could get down and stand back up with ease. But more importantly, she felt safe again. Since you're still here with me, I know you're someone who values your health. Hit the like button if this video is helping you. It lets me know you're here, and it helps this message reach more people like you. Because next, we're going to talk about a sign of longevity that most people completely underestimate. It's something you probably do every week without thinking, but losing this ability speaks volumes about your health. The fifth and final sign that reveals a rare level of health and independence after 70 is your ability to carry heavy grocery bags or objects without struggling. This is what doctors call functional strength. It's not about lifting weights at the gym. It's about handling real life, picking up your groceries, carrying laundry, or holding your grandchild. Let me tell you about Robert, 77. Robert always prided himself on doing things for himself. He carried all his groceries from the car in one trip, just like he had done his whole life. But one day, something changed. He picked up the grocery bags and instantly felt weak. His arms trembled, his grip loosened, and he had to set the bags down halfway to the door. That was his warning sign. You see, strength loss happens slowly. You barely notice it, until one day, everyday tasks become difficult. And here's why this matters so much. Grip strength, upper body strength, and the ability to carry things are directly linked to longevity. Studies show that seniors with stronger grip strength often live longer, healthier lives. That's because these muscles are essential not just for lifting, but for stability, balance, and even protecting yourself during a fall. If you can still carry grocery bags without needing to stop or feeling like it's a workout, that's an incredible sign your muscles are holding up beautifully. But if you've noticed that lifting feels harder than it used to, don't worry. Strength can be rebuilt at any age. Start with simple exercises at home. Squeezing a softball for grip strength. Carrying light objects around the house. Doing push-ups against the kitchen counter. Lifting small hand weights or even water bottles. Robert started doing exactly this. Every day, just for a few minutes. And slowly, his strength returned. One day, he walked from his car to the kitchen, carrying all his groceries again, smiling like a kid. Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about confidence, independence, and dignity. But here's what I want you to remember most. These 5 signs aren't just random skills. They are powerful messages from your body, signals about how well you're aging and how long you might live. And now, let's talk about what all of this really means for your life. Now that you know these 5 powerful signs, I hope you realize something very important. Living a long life isn't just about luck. It's not just about genetics. It's about small habits, tiny signals, everyday actions that quietly reveal how well your body and your mind are holding up. And remember Harold, the 78-year-old man I told you about in the beginning? When he realized he couldn't stand up from his chair without using his hands, he didn't give up. He didn't say, "Well, I'm just getting old." He said, "It's time to take care of myself." Harold made small changes. A few minutes of movement every day, gentle balance exercises, short walks at a faster pace, lifting light weights at home. And over time, his life transformed. Months later, at his granddaughter's wedding, something beautiful happened. There was music playing, people dancing, and there was Harold standing tall, moving easily, smiling like a man half his age. Because the real gift of strength, balance, mobility isn't just about living longer. It's about living better, living with freedom, confidence, joy, living without fear of falling or depending on others for every small task, living with pride in the body you still have and the life you're still creating. And here's what I want to leave you with today. If you can still do some or even all of these 5 things, you are already ahead of most people your age. Celebrate that, protect that, strengthen that. And if you struggled with any of these tests today, don't lose hope. because small steps taken daily can lead to powerful results over time. And if you liked this video, share it with us in the comments. How many of these signs could you make easily today? Your interaction is very important to us, so don't hesitate to comment. And if you'd like to receive more videos like this, with practical advice, encouragement, and lessons for a longer, better life, I'd be honored if you subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me. And please, click the like button if this video helped you. It helps us reach more wonderful people like you. Because living a long life isn't about being perfect. It's about moving forward, one strong, beautiful step at a time. Thank you so much for being here.